Hi, second graders. Welcome back to the second science experiment of the week. Today we're going to be learning about what's called the lever or lever, you can say it either way, and fulcrum. I tend to say lever, so from here on out that's how I'm going to say it, but you or your parents may have used the word lever, which is also correct. So what is a lever and a fulcrum? A lever and a fulcrum is a simple machine made of three main parts. The first part is a rigid body. In our experiment today, our rigid body is going to be a ruler. This is really kind of like an inclined plane because you've got a flat plane, but in a lever fulcrum, it's actually going to move back and forth. So it's very similar to the inclined plane. You're going to need a marker. This is going to be your fulcrum. This is going to be what the lever rotates back and forth on. And then you're going to need a cup, which is going to carry your load. The load is what you're trying to lift. And you'll also need a load to lift. I'm going to use some of these marbles. You could also use rocks, fishing weights, things like that. But a lever and fulcrum will help make lifting things easier. So here is a video on lever fulcrum for you. And I've already gone over the supplies, so let's get started right away and set this experiment up. So on your ruler, you're going to want to tape a plastic cup, something small like this, to the 12-inch end of your ruler. And you really need to get it on there, so you might need to use quite a bit of tape, to be honest. If you don't have enough tape on there, it's probably just going to break right off. So the first thing I do is I'm going to put some tape over the top of it like that to connect it, but this isn't going to cut it. So then I'm going to wrap some tape around this to really hold it on. I want to make this nice and strong. All right. If you don't have a ruler, you could use a big like wooden spoon. You would just need to use a pencil to mark off 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch, 5 inch, all the way to the end with pencil. And then when you're done, you could just wash the pencil off. All right. So this is my lever right here. This is where the load's going to go. And the marker is going to be my fulcrum. I'm going to start with my fulcrum under the 1 inch. I'm going to put a load into my the load holder. All right. And then what I will do is I would push down on this to see, I need to get it all the way up, my load all the way up. Might actually tape down my fulcrum. I think that's also going to make it a little easier to stay. There we go. Okay, so first I'm going to try it at 1 inch, and I'm going to try lifting it with just one side. Okay, then I'm going to move it to 2 inches and try again. 3 inches, try again. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all the way. I can go to 10 on my ruler before it actually hits my load. And what I want you to determine is, where is it easier to lift the load? When the load is farther away from the fulcrum, or whether the load is closer to the fulcrum. So experiment with this. You can also try different loads and see if there's a change there. But I really just want you to determine, where is the work the easiest? Near the end, or if the load is closest to the fulcrum. So when you turn in your work, what I would like you to do is just send me an email with your name and lever fulcrum in the title of the email, and just tell me, was it easier with the load farthest away from the fulcrum, or was it easiest with the load closest to the fulcrum? And I would also love to see a picture of you performing this experiment, because I miss you guys and pictures of you make me happy. Okay, I hope you guys have fun, and I will see you next week for more simple machines.